Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello. So, uh, we are going to start now. We have been waiting for you, partner, just some minutes, so it's time to start.
Hola.
Hello, hello, hello. Don't worry, we are in English. All right, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So here we have to continue talking about this module. Remember, this is the last module of this program, and is related to technology. The use of these famous tools related to the ICT, information and communication technology tools. And they are very useful, as you know. Nowadays, we use these tools a lot. No, we are going to use these tools a lot, and it's becoming part of our daily teaching. No? Nowadays, they are becoming part of our daily teaching, our daily practice. So it's important to know how to use them. Now, here in this module, we are trying to just to give you some ideas, some starting points, because this field of ICT is so huge. We have nowadays, we have a lot of tools that you could use, platforms. For example, last class we were talking about the VEL, no? VLE, no, virtual learning environments. Then we were talking about the LMS, learning management system. So we're going to use these tools in order to create our courses, no, our subjects, in order to have a better communication with the students, to give them some tasks or materials, no? So we were talking about this topic. So today we're going to talk about another one that is related to activities, materials and activities that we can create or develop online. No? As you can see here on the title, we're going to create or develop these activities, but not also to create it, no? Because sometimes we are in a hurry or we don't have enough time to create, no? Because one of the problems or difficulty, not a problem, one of the difficulties that we have on using these ICT tools, it's that they are time consuming. So you need to spend some time, no, to prepare to look for these web pages or platforms or softwares. But if you are into it, so you're gonna love it. All right. So that's why here sometimes when we don't have enough time, so we could use also some web pages or softwares that give you these tools, and you can edit it or you can create one similar, so they give you some ideas, no, how to create these materials or activities. But as I told you before, the last session we were talking about this topic, not a virtual learning environment. Remember, this is in order to create an environment, no? So remember, our environment is the classroom, the school, no? Specifically the classroom, when we give some instructions or materials to our students. Now we are going to create a virtual environment, no? So this is why the term virtual learning environment. So we are going to create a simulation of this physical environment that we have, no? That is the classroom. So in the classroom, oh, be careful please with your microphones.
Huh?
Yeah, so in these environments, we are going to develop some tasks, some activities. We're going to get some information about your students. We have more communication with your students in a synchronous and asynchronous way, Remember that we were talking about it. Now, then we were talking about the elements, the tools that we could find in a virtual learning environment. So we have some resources. We have the opportunity to watch, download or upload videos, music files, any kind of files, and any format, so we could use them. You can download or upload to. The other one is that we can manage our students, our classrooms, creating courses. For example, last class we were analyzing the platform of Google Classroom, right? So with code, you can join your students to your class. You can give them some activities and tasks, and they are going to complete the task in a deadline. So you can administrate. Notice here, you can administrate also your courses online, no? Online courses. Then you have the communication tools. As you know, we have different kinds of communication using the ICT, or cell phones, no, smartphones, messages, no, or social networks. So you use them, or emails. And also we can evaluate our students, no? We can give them some tasks to reinforce, to make a feedback, or also to test their knowledge or their skills. Also, we can do everything. Notice, we can do everything in this VLE. Then we were talking about the LMS, the Learning Management System. All right. So here, this is an application or platform or software that we are going to manage, no, all the contents in our classroom or in our course. We are going to manage all of these tasks, all of these activities, and we can get results from these tasks or from these activities. So notice here, we are going to use this LMS. As you can see here, learning is to create and organize, deliver materials. I told you to organize and manage online courses, participants, the results, and system is a word he uses to refer to software or computer application. No? It's a system that you can manage the learning of your students. And notice, this is the term. An LMS is a system that you can manage, no, the learning of your students, all right, or the participants. So here you have, and we were talking about the Google Classroom, no? So we have seen some characteristics about this tool. Today we are going to talk about Moodle, and we are going to analyze also Edmodo. This is three of the most common LMS that we could find online. There are more, no, there are other ones. Yeah, I think this is the most three that we can use easily, and you don't need to pay. The three of them, you don't need to pay it. For example, Moodle has a version that you can pay, and also has more characteristics, more features, but with a basic one, you can start your course with no any other problem, all right? Google Classroom is completely free, unless if you use the G Suite for professional education, so you need to pay, but I think it's not necessary. All right. And the other one that is Edmodo, it's free. All right. It is free. Edmodo is similar, is more similar to social networks, because you can create groups to interact with other teachers, with the parents, with the students. You receive posts. No, the terms also that you're going to find in Edmodo is similar to social network. All right. So I think this is the three LMS that I think they are the easier to use, not so complicated. There are other ones, as I told you, Blackboard, Chamilo. So you have more. There are more platforms or LMS that you can use. So now we are going to continue. Remember that we are going to pass now to, I'm going to change my screen. Now we are going to analyze the Moodle platform. As I told you before, Moodle, most of the schools or institutions use it in a paid version, but now I'm gonna teach you how to use it in a free version, all right? There are some limitations, but I think with the characteristics of the features that they can give us, I think that you can manage your class. So I'm going to give you here my screen. Just give me a second. Yeah. Tell me you can watch it. Can you watch it? Yes. Can you watch it?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the link. I'm going to put it here on the chat too. Maybe
Yes,
you
teacher.
can enter and you can practice with me. Now I'm going to put it on the chat. Oh, my internet connection, I think it's a bit slowly. Oh, what's happening here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put it here on the chat. Yeah, this is the link that you can create a Moodle, a course in Moodle free that you don't need to pay. Yeah? But as I told you, there are some limitations. For example, here, if you go, here you have some conditions, some conditions. There are two modes, the free one and the other one that you need to pay. No, the free one, for example, here you can register 500 students or participants. 50 participants can be at the same time. Yeah, here 50. If you have, for example, 60 or 80, I think it's not going to happen. It's not possible to run your class. You can have the participants at the moment 50. This is the maximum number, no? But I think it's enough, no? Because there are no more classes. 40. I think 40 is the biggest one. Now 40 or 42. More than 50, I don't think so, right? So I think it's enough, all right? So remember, you can register 500 participants. So if you have, for example, five classes by 40, so you have 200. So that thing is enough, all right? So what are you gonna do? Here you're going to write the name of your site. Remember, here you're going to create a site, a website, and you are going to use the Moodle platform. So here you have to write your name, and the name that you think that you can remember easily, because it's gonna be the name of your page. As you can see here, this is an URL, so it's like a website. So you're creating a website, but using the Moodle platform. Here you have to write your email, the language that you want here the platform to be, all right? If it is Spanish or English, whatever you want. No? So here you have the opportunity to choose. Then you have to click here that you have read the conditions of the service. No? So if you want, you can read it too. In general, here you have the conditions. Now, in order to use this, and then you have to click here to create a site. Once you click here, you have to wait. Yeah? You have to wait for some minutes. Here is going to appear it. I'm not going to do it because I created my site. Yeah? So here you're going to receive a message that it says, we are creating your site. Wait for some minutes. Maybe it's 3, 4, or 5 minutes. I think it depends also on the service that you're working, all right? If your service is not so fast, maybe it's gonna be, it's gonna last more time. But more than 10 minutes, I don't think so. I think the maximum is 10 minutes or 5 minutes or 6 minutes, no more. Then you're gonna receive a message on your email, all right? On your email, for example, I'm gonna show you my email, how I received the message. This is to confirm, no? This is to confirm that you are, or the page or the site was created. Can you see my email? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
All right, so here you have Support Mil Aulas. Now this is the page that you can create your Moodle courses, yeah? Mil Aulas. Now, there is another way that you can install the software, but you need to have a good server and you need to know how to program it. I think this is gonna be more difficult. Maybe you have more characteristics or more features, but you need to know how to program. And here you don't need to know how to program. It's easier, right? So you just write this, the link, remember, www.milaulas.com. And you put the name of your site, the name that you want. Remember, is the name that you want, maybe an acronym, maybe you can use with some special nickname. I don't know. It depends on you. It's up to you, all right? Then you have to write an email. Remember the email. I advise you to use an email that you you use the most, all right? Don't try to create another email to enter because maybe you forgot the key or the password, so you're gonna have some trouble. So I advise you to use the email that you use the most, all right? So as you can see here, you have this message in order to confirm. that I created. Oh, the platform created a site, no? So here you have, this is my page, my site, notice. Then you have here the username and the password. So here you have this, okay? So you're gonna receive this information, all right? You're gonna receive this information. And with this information, you can enter. So what are you going to do next? You're going to click here on this link, the site, all right? This is the site that Moodle created for you. This is your site. Remember, this is your site. So you click here. No, I'm going to change my screen, and you're gonna have. Just give me a second. Um, yeah, this is it. Yes.
Aló, buenas tardes. Quería hacer un pedido de mi funda, de mi tablet. Le
Oh,
había hecho para llamarle.
hello, hello. Your microphones, please. Your microphones. Thank you. All right, don't forget, please, to turn off your microphones. All right, so here, notice this is my site. Can you watch it? Yes, can you watch it?
Yes, yes, teacher.
Es teacher.
Okay, so notice here that we have this site. This is a site. You created a site. Notice you don't need to know any language of programming. No, no, no. The platform does the tasks. No? So you just write your name of your site, your email. Then you have here to click on the conditions and create. You have to wait for some minutes. You're gonna receive a message on your email. You click on the link of your website. Remember that you need to write your username and the password in order to enter. So I wrote this, and this is the course, for example. Similar to Google Classroom here, you have the opportunity to create your tasks or your units, no? The way that you're going to plan your course, maybe for weeks or for terms, no? For example, here you have the opportunity to do that. Oh, just give me a second. Yeah. So in order to add some contents to your course, you have to click here, activate edition, all right? So you have to click here, activate edition. Notice this, activate edition. So with this, you can create different activities, different tasks. Remember, you have the opportunity to create. If you don't click here, you are not going to do anything. So you're just going to watch. But here, clicking here, you have the opportunity to create. So notice here, I'm going to click it again. Activate or edit. So here you can find edit. You click it. So notice that you have these symbols. Now you have some symbols, a plus symbols. And also here says add an activity or material or resource. No? So in English, you have all the names. No? This is in Spanish. So add an activity or source. Notice you have the opportunity to add an activity or resource. So you have here, notice, here we go to the first term. Notice that we could change here the topics. You can add, notice, you can add more. Maybe I change, no, I don't want to work with the terms. I want to work with weeks. So notice here that you have to click here on this pencil. No? You have this pencil. So using this pencil, you can change the name. So you can change here first week. Yeah, I don't want to work with the terms. First week. I'm gonna work with weeks. Notice, and it was changed. Now the other second week. Yeah. Again, notice here, you have to click on this pencil, click on this pencil, and you're going to change the name, second week. Notice, second week. Oh, what happened? Oh, just a second. I don't know what happened. Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, that's it. Oh, I think my connection is not so good today. Yeah, so here, first week, second week, then, oh no, yeah, the third week. Yeah, third week, enter, no? And you press the enter button. No? And notice, first week, second week, third week. So it means you're organizing your course. Organizing your course. You want to add more because we have 4. Oh, teacher, but here you have just 4 weeks. I need to create more weeks. Oh, yeah. So here says add topics or themes. No, in English, I think it's for themes or topics. Add themes or add topics. So you click here. Notice you can add the topics or sections that you want. I think, yeah, let's create 3 more. And you add. And notice here you have 3 more. 5, 6, 7. And again, remember you can change the name. No? You can change the name. So click on the pencil, remember, click on the pencil and you write 4th week. No? Notice it's not so complicated. All right, so we created this organization. Here you can write maybe a welcome. No, you can write here a welcome or maybe a message to introduce the course, whatever you want. No, so here you can write it here, right? And the announcements. Now, I want to give my students some materials or some activities. What do we need to do? You need to go to this part. Notice you need to go here to this site. No? So you click here, add. Remember in English is add a resource or a material or an activity. So you click here, you're going to click here and notice the different activities. I'm going to make it smaller. You have here a lot of activities that you could do with your students. Maybe you want, and also you have some information. Oh, teacher, but I don't know what they are. No, there are a lot. I'm going to get confused. No, notice that here, this platform is learning because you can learn from the same platform too. So you pass here in the E, notice this E, you click and you have some information. What is it about? So you can, the teacher can give some files as a resource for a course, and it will show during the dashboard of the course. Notice, so it gives you some ideas how to use this resource. So you can share slides or presentations using the class. It could include a mini site web too as a resource for the class. You can give some files or software to students to edit it and send it to be evaluated. So notice here, you have the information. So let's go for the back button. Again, a folder or chat. Maybe you have a class with your students, you can chat with them, you can receive some messages too in a synchronous or asynchronous way. The election, this is in order to choose some answers. A survey, notice you can create a survey. You can create here a notice, a note in order to present your course, a questionnaire or a quiz, notice forum, a glossario. So here you have a lot. Notice you have a lot of activities. Also here as a homework or assignment, so you have here a lot. And as I told you before, you have the opportunity to know what are they about, what they are about. So let's imagine I'm going to create a survey. So here you have some information that give you, and also here you have more help. If you want to know more about it, so you can click on here, right? So you have here all the activities. Let's try one or two of them. For example, something that I use a lot is this one, no? Because you are going to give some homework to your students or tasks to be completed. So notice here, this is an assignment, for example, and notice here, it's on the first week, notice. So in order to create some assignments, remember that you are going to place, you have to be on the week that you want to do it. No? For example, first week, I'm going to put it here, first week. So here, you must click here to add resources to the first week. So you have to do this. All right, these are connected. If you want to give some tasks or activities to your students for the second week, so you must go to the second week. All right, so you have to go to the second week. And again, oh, sorry, it moves. And again, here you have second week, and you have here to add, no, the opportunity to add. Third week, add. So if you add here and your activity is on the third week, no, then you can move. Then I'm gonna show you that you can move, but in order to be organized, try to be careful. Yeah, first week, yeah, I have to add here, right? Second week, yeah, here. Third week, here. And as I told you before, maybe you are in a hurry, or maybe you have to do something quick and you didn't take into account the week. Oh yeah, this activity is not for the first week, it was for the third week. So what I'm gonna do? So I'm gonna show you then how you can move the activities or tasks. So let's imagine that I want to put something on the first week. Click on add, remember, you have to click on add. Yeah? So here you have the activities. I told you to create an assignment, no? An assignment. So you have to write a name of the assignment. For example, homework, no? Homework, oh. Oh, yeah, indeed. Yeah, with 14, as I told you, one of the limitations of this model that is free is the number of the participants. So you can register 500 participants. If you have 14 classes, well, let's imagine that you have 30 students per class, maybe you can enter all of your students, but if you have more, so I think it's gonna be a problem. Maybe you can create two websites. No, remember the difference is on the email. If you have 2-3 emails, you can create a website with one email, another site with another email, another site with another email. So it means that you can register 1,500 students, because on each site, you have the opportunity to register 500, on the other one, 500, on the other one, 500. So here you have this opportunity. Another is the storage. Oh, please, your microphones, please don't forget to turn off your microphones. Richard, who is talking? Please, your microphones. Yeah, okay. So going back to the question of Indira's question, as I told you before, the number of participants is one of the limitations. No? As I told you, you can register 500 students or participants. But as I told you, you can create another site using another email, and you can register more, no? You can log in more students or enroll more students to your classes or to your courses. The other is the storage, as Indira says. No, yeah, my students are going to give me some evidence. Maybe you ask them to send you some audios on some files or documents or slides. Oh, please, the microphones, don't forget. Yeah, but what can you do here? For example, it happens with my school because my school used to use this free server. No, so there was a limitation, and also you're gonna receive a message. Oh yeah, your storage is full. Try to erase. So you can erase if you have the evidence of the task of your student from the first week, and you don't need it anymore. So you can erase them and you can get a free storage, more storage. Second week, yeah, I pass all my scores, all the evidence to my register, to my auxiliary register. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. So you can erase them and try to do this. No, as I told you, it is free. So you don't want to raise, and if you want to have more storage, so you need to pay. This is one of the limitations. But as I told you, if you erase the activities, the tasks, so you are gonna have a lot of storage. So don't worry about it. But you have to erase them. You have to erase. As I told you, it happens to my school too. So our coordinator told us, please, every teacher must erase all the activities or tasks or assignments from the first term. And so we have to erase all of them. So that's why you can have more storage. All right, so let's continue here. Homework, notice here, homework one or task one. So the name depends on you, no? So here you have some description. For example, complete the worksheet online. So the online worksheet that you want. So maybe you develop or you give to them some worksheets online. Then I'm gonna show you how to create worksheets online. If you want to upload a file, yeah, you have here the opportunity to upload a file. Then you're going to give them a time, no, a deadline. So from the 23rd of January to the 30th of January. All right, yeah, that's it. So here you have the time. And also in order to make you remember, no, you need to qualify to score these activities. Notice here you have here the number of the files, 20. Notice something important. So the files or documents or any other format that they can upload, this is the maximum, yeah? This is the maximum in order not to get your storage so full. Yeah? So this is very, very important. So try to tell to your students to upload maybe PDFs or words or small audios, videos. If you ask them to record videos, maybe short videos, because if they are long, or try to teach them to upload this video to a platform and they just send you the link. So you cannot have this problem of the storage, you know, the capacity of storage on this platform. So I advise you to do this, right? For example, I gave to my students this, I taught them how to upload this to a platform, maybe YouTube or Loom, and there are a lot of platforms that you can upload videos, and you just, or Google Drive, no, you have a Gmail, maybe from their parents, so you can upload your video to the Google Drive and you can create a link. So they just send you the link and you're not going to have some troubles with the storage, you know, with the capacity of storage. Now, so here you have the scores. By default, the platform is 100. So you need to change it. Don't forget to change it. So the maximum for you is 20, no? It depends on your rubrics too, no? Then you have more information, but I think it's not necessary to move, yeah? So just move here, the date, yeah? Remember, you have to give them a date. All right, this is very important, the date, the deadline. Then the score, here in Spanish calificación, here is the score, the qualification, 20, so you must change it. If not, you're going to be a score of 100, and then you're gonna have some troubles. Then the other characteristics is not necessary to move them, yeah? And you just click here. to save, no? Save changes and go back to the course. And that's it. Notice here appears homework one on the first week. Notice, all right, you have the homework one on this week. Now, as I told you, what happened if this homework was for the third week, not for the first week? So notice here you have this cross. No, notice you have a cross on the left side. Yeah, you have a cross on the left side. Notice this cross. So this tool gives you the opportunity to move the task. All right, you can move the task. For example, yeah, no, it wasn't on the first week. It was for the third week. Yeah, so you drag and scroll down. Notice third week. So you go to the third week and that's it. You don't have to do it again. And notice you don't have to do it. Oh no, I have to do it again. No, so you just move it. I'm going to do it just one more time. Notice it was on the first week and you want this activity, this assignment on the third week. So you move it. So notice here again, the cross, the arrows with the cross, you click and press it. Yeah, you press it and then you scroll down. You move it to the third week and that's it. Notice you can move, you can move these tasks, these activities. Maybe you couldn't finish with one activity in one class and you pass it to the other class. Oh yeah, the time wasn't so short, so I didn't complete this activity. Yeah, so you can put it on the other week, moving it, you can move it. All right, so here you have this activity. The other activities, I'm going to show you one more, yeah, because we have to pass to the other one. Yeah, remember, first week, add an activity or resource. Again, you have all the different possibilities. Yeah, all the different possibilities. For example, a forum. This is very important in order to create a discussion or to give, to ask to your students about a topic and they can give you some answers, no? To you. This is like to practice free writing too, no? For example, you can ask them to write about their vacation, their holidays, and they are gonna write here, forum. Let's see here, my holidays. This is the topic of the forums, no? My holidays. So you have here some discussion. This forum is, oh, sorry. Yeah. This forum is created to write about your last holiday. Yeah. So they can write it. So here you don't move. Yeah. This is a standard forum. Yeah. So you have here more, but maybe you're going to get a little confused. Just stay here. Don't move here. Then you have the other one, the scores, scale or a score. It depends. Again, 100. So you put it to 20. Yeah, similarly here you don't move the other one. Just that's it. You have a lot more of options, but it's so more complicated. It means you have more advanced knowledge of this, you can understand it. But if not, you want to do something simple, just it. Remember, you just write a name, you just write a description of this forum. Maybe you can write a number of words, not 200 or 100, I don't know. Or maybe you can give them some information that they need to write about, no more specific information. For example, you can write here about your last holiday. Tell me where you went, who did you go with, what did you do there? No, so they can answer these questions and they are going to write on the forum. No, so you click here. Remember, save changes and go back to the course. And that's it. Notice here, this is the icon of the forum. This is the icon of the forum. Now, let's see here how the students are going to watch it. So on the top side here on the right, you have here the administrator and user, right? Can you watch it? I'm going to make it bigger. Yeah, notice here on the left at the top side, administrator and user. So here you have a small triangle. Notice you have here a small triangle. So you click here on the small triangle and you have the opportunity to change your role. So how my students are going to watch these? So you change your role. Notice here, you click here and you have as a manager, as a creator, as a professor, as a student, as a guest. So you have a lot of roles. So let's see as a student. So this is the way how your students gonna watch this course. And what are they gonna do? Notice when they click here on the forum, notice they are gonna click here on the forum. Now this is one of the problems, the advertisement. Yeah, so they need to click here to add. And they are gonna write. Notice they are gonna write and send to the forum. Oh yeah, the name. My holidays. Maybe they are going to write their names on Carlos Sanchez. Ya está. And that's it. So here you have the opportunity to change something if you want. Notice you are allowed, or you have 30 minutes to edit it if you want to change something, right? And this is the forum. My holidays, Carlos Sanchez. So they open it again and notice this is what I wrote. This is what I wrote. Let's go back to the teachers. Remember that when you have this, you have the role of administrator because it's your site. If you work for a school and they give you a password and a keyword, you are not an administrator. You are just a teacher. You can add some activities or tasks, yes, but you cannot administrate them. You cannot create courses, all right? So here in this site, you can create your courses, all right? You can administrate your courses because this is your site. But if you work for a school, because some schools works with this model, yeah, you are not an administrator. You are just a teacher. But you have the opportunity to add some tasks, some activities too. Yeah? Notice here, we're going to go to the first week. Here you have the first week. This is as a teacher, as administrator. And you have here the opportunity to check up. You have the opportunity to check up the writings of your students. You have all this. If you have 20, 30, it appears here, right? And all the tasks. You click on here and you can check. Notice you can check. All right. So notice here, this is the mural. Remember, this is the mural. Now, if you want to create, notice this is what I told you. This is what I told you. Now here you are the administrator, the teacher, the professor. Both, you have both roles. But if you work for a school and they give you a password, a username, you are just a teacher. You are not the administrator. This is your site. Remember, this is your site. So you administrate. You want to create another course. Here, add a new course. You write, for example, let's see, linguistics. This is, I'm creating another course, linguistics. Notice, this is another course, linguistics. Maybe a short name, link one. Ya está. Link one. Try to write here the short name because it's so important when you look for the courses. Maybe you create 8, 9, no, you cannot remember so exactly the name of your course. So you write the short name. Then here you have the visibility of the course. Here you establish the time that you are going to have this course, no? For example, from 24th of January to December, no? So this is the period, no? Let's imagine that it is from March, yeah, 15. I think we start 15, no? 15, March 15th to 24th of December. So this is the period of your course. Notice you are creating a course in Moodle. Remember, you are creating a course in Moodle. So your course is linguistics, or let's imagine we are going to put the name of a second grade, no? You have here on the school, second grade. A short name, yeah, second G, yeah, listo. That's it. Yeah, it's not necessary to write the ID. If you want, you can write a number, yeah. A description of the course. Here you can describe what is the course about. Maybe you can add a photo or a picture related to your course. Then you have the format by topics or themes, notice, or weeks. Here you have for weeks too. You don't want to write week. So you have the opportunity here to write it for weeks. Notice here. And I advise you to work with themes because you have more sections. Number of sections, so you can write it here. Notice, oh yeah, this is, I'm gonna have how many weeks? Yeah, let's imagine 30 weeks, yeah, all right. Here you define the limit of the storage that your students can upload their files. 100 megabytes. Maybe if you want not to get your storage so full so quickly, you can have a less quantity, no? Maybe 20 megabytes. I'd advise you to put it here, 20 megabytes. Because if your student wants to put or upload a file that is more than 20 megabytes, they cannot do it. All right. If you put 100 megabytes, ooh, yeah, your storage is gonna be full so fast. I'd advise you to put it here, 20 megabytes or 10 megabytes. 20, I think 20 is enough because there are some photos or files that is 5 megabytes or 11 megabytes or 12 megabytes. All right. And that's it. This is the beginning. You have here more options. As I told you, this is a huge field. You can enter to this and try to find, we have a lot of opportunities, but the time is not so good. So we have to continue. So this is the basic aspects in order to create your course. Remember, you are creating a course at second grade from 15th of March to 24th of December. Remember, you can write here a description. You can add some picture images to your course. Yeah, you choose the format if you're going to work with topics or themes or weeks. The quantity, this is the quantity of the files, no? The amount of storage of the files that your students are going to upload. Yeah, the students are going to upload, then save and come back. And that's it. Notice, now I have two courses. English 2 that I created before and second grade. Let's enter to the second grade. And again, notice here, I created 30, no? 30 sections. Here I have the 30 sections. Eh? And you can change the name, but notice, teacher, where can I change it? Where is it? Where? Remember, in order to change these things, art materials or sources, what do you need to click on? Activate edition or edit. Remember, Don't forget it. If not, you're not going to do anything. Notice there is nothing here to do. So you cannot add anything, you cannot change anything. So what you need to do is click on here, all right? You need to click on here, activate edition or edit, no? You click and notice you have the pencil, you have the cross, you have here edit, you have here add. Notice here, I'm going to create again another assignment. Notice an assignment or a file. I'm going to upload a file. Let's imagine ICT. So even then I want to put to my, this is just an example. Yeah? Maybe you can write a description and here you can upload your file. Click on the arrow. Oh, my connection is a bit slowly. Oh, oh, I don't know what. Yeah, here. Upload a file. Notice here, upload a file. Here in Spanish says subir un archivo, ¿no? So upload a file, select a file. Yeah, here, for example, yeah, Moodle Cloud Quick Start. Let's imagine that I'm going to upload this file. And upload file. Notice here, you have this upload file. Yeah, that's it. This is a PDF file. And change it. Save changes and go back. Notice here, you have the file. This is a PDF file. So this is a material to your students to read, no? To analyze. Then you can have the opportunity to have some assignments or tasks or homework to your students. Now you have the other option that is edit. So you can hide. Notice this is something that I use. For example, you prepare all your weeks, so you advance. No, yeah, I'm going to prepare the tasks, the assignments for the 4 weeks, for 4 weeks, but you don't want your student watch the other activities, the other tasks. Because some students are so curious. Oh yeah, the second week, yeah, I'm going to enter here. And the other student, yeah, enter to the third week. And they can watch and develop the tasks, the assignments. So maybe they can create a disorder, no? So you can here put the material, the task, the assignment for all the weeks you want. Maybe you advance, yeah, I'm going to put here the materials or the assignments for the first 4 weeks. But you don't want your students to watch them just the first week. So what do you have to do? Here, notice, this is the activity or the section. You can change also, let's imagine that this is the first week. The first week. Yeah, enter. Don't forget that you just change when enter. Yeah. So let's imagine that I want my students to watch this week. Just a week that I'm teaching them on just they are learning. So I don't want them to watch this week. So what do you do here? Edit. Notice you're going to go here to this part. Here, notice. Oh, what happened? Just give me a second. Oh. I don't know what happened here. My connection, I think my connection is a little tricky. Just give me a second, please. Oh. Can you listen to me? Yes, tell me. Something is failing with my connection. Can you listen to me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes?
teacher, we listen to you.
Yes, I can, teacher.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened here.
Yes, teacher.
Just give me a second. Okay, yeah. So let's continue. Yeah, that's it. It comes back. Oh yeah. Yeah. Notice, so you don't want your students
Vaya
watch
comiendo.
this week? Oh, your microphones, please, your microphones.
No, your microphone.
Oh, I don't know what happened with it. I'm having some troubles with the Zoom.
Te voy a dar. Falta.
Yeah, all right. I'm having some troubles with the Zoom. Yeah, all right. So notice here that you want your students not to watch this section or this activity. Maybe they can watch the week, but not the activities, not the materials, not yet, because it's not the time. So what do you have to do? Edit. Notice, edit, and you have here a tool that is a hide, ocultar, no? Hide. So you hide it, and that's it. Notice here it says, no, it's hidden for a student. It's hidden for the students. So your students are not going to watch the activity or the material. They are going to watch just the week. Oh yeah, first week, but there is nothing. No, it doesn't mean there is nothing. It's hidden because you don't want your students to watch them or to check them, or you don't want them to advance this material, no? So you're going to make this open. Now you want your students to watch it again. So again, edit, and show, and that's it. Notice this is very important. This is very important when you work with this kind of resources. You prepare, no? Because you prepare, yeah, I'm going to prepare all the materials for the first 4 weeks or for the first month. Yeah, it means 4 weeks. And you prepare, yeah, the assignment for the first week, the assignment for the second week, for the third week, the material for the first, the second, the third, all of them. But if you do that, your students can watch and download the materials for all the weeks. And you don't want them to do that, right? So it's very important to hide it. So they can see the week, but they are not going to watch. Now, if you want to hide a week or the section, again, here you have the other edit. Notice, edit. And here says, hide a topic or thing. And in order to erase, this is what I told you. When your storage is full, you don't have more storage, so you just erase them. Erase that topic or theme. So it means that it's going to erase all the activities, all the tasks, all the evidences of your students, the files, the documents, pictures, audios, videos, all what your students uploaded, it's erased and you have more storage on your site. But here you can hide it. So you hide. Notice again, here says it's hidden for students. Okay? So you can work in this way. Again, you want them to show, or you want them to watch it, show the topic or show the theme. Notice, this is very interesting. If you notice, Moodle is one of the elements that I think is one of the most complete platforms that you could use, all right? Because it has a lot of resources and activities to do, all right? So this is from the Moodle, remember? This is from the Moodle. Now, we have the another time I'm gonna show you the Ed model, yeah, because this is the other platform. Now I'm gonna pass to the topic of this session, that is to develop some online materials, online. One of the web pages, because I use a web page, one of the web pages that I use the most, and I'm going to show you how to use it. Maybe you have used it before. I don't know, you have heard about it. I'm going to give you the link on the chat. Yeah? The name of the web page is Live Worksheets. Have you ever used Live Worksheets? Oh, I don't know what happened with the Zoom. Yeah. Have you ever used Live Worksheets? Yeah, this is the link. You can follow me. You can click on the link. Yeah, live worksheets. I'm gonna share it now. Yeah, can you watch it? Can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
watch it?
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay.
let me watch it.
Okay, so this is a so useful web page for you. You know, when we were face-to-face classes, we give to our students some worksheets. No, we prepare some worksheets in order to make them to practice some exercises, no, for writing or for listening or for reading. So we give them, no. If you don't work with a book, so you prepare your material, right? Your worksheets. And they have to complete some sentences. They have to choose the correct answer, or maybe they can match drawings or pictures with words. So you give them a lot of activities, but you print, no? You print this worksheet and you give them in order to complete or to develop to your class. Now you have the opportunity not to print them. They can, or you can create these worksheets online. And one of the most important feature is the score. You don't need to score every worksheet. The platform does it. You just give them the answers, and then the platform check all the worksheets and you receive the results on your email. And that's it. So you don't need to check. The platform checks the worksheets for you. And the platform then sends you an email with the results of your students. And also you have the opportunity to watch these results. For example, this is the web page that I use. No? So first you have to sign in. All right. First you have to sign in. I'm going to log out. Yeah. For example, I'm going to log out. Yeah, this is a web page, all right? This is a platform. It's also a platform, all right? So you can use, and also you have the opportunity to choose, because there is a huge quantity of worksheets. You just write a name here, for example, no? Here, find interactive. No, these are called interactive worksheets. For example, you want to talk about past simple and past continuous. All right, and search. No? So you have the Google, and notice here you have a lot of worksheets that you could use with your students. You can use it as they are, or you can edit them. You can change some aspects of this worksheet, but most of the time it's so important to use as they are, no? But you have to look for a worksheet that is according to your level of your students, the context that you're practicing, and so on, no? This is one of the options. Maybe you don't have enough time to prepare a worksheet, so you can find it here. Any topic, not just English. I just put it here English because I'm teaching English, right? But you can find also in Spanish, in Portuguese, in French, oof, all languages on any topic too, all right? Communication in Spanish or chemistry in Spanish, whatever you want, all right? Whatever you want. So you can use it not just for teaching English, you can use it for teaching any other subjects, all right? Okay, let's imagine here, when you put here, you don't have the opportunity to use this one. You need to be registered. So what do you have to do? You're going to register. So you have two options. Notice here, you have two options. Yeah, you have two options. I change it to the English language. So you have two options, the student access and teacher access. So you have here, teacher access. And you have to go to check-in. Notice, this is the way you have to register. I'm going to do it again. Notice, first you have to go to the access to the teachers, or teachers access. Then you have to go to check-in. Check-in. Remember, check-in. Here you can write a username, Then you can write a password, you repeat your password, you have to write here your email, you repeat the email, you choose here a country, all right? And then you click here, I'm not a robot. Then you click on the conditions and term and register, all right? And that's it. That's it. When you have this information, I'm not going to do it because I'm registered this platform. It's easy to register. Notice teachers access, checking or registrarse in Spanish. Then you have here to write this information. Try to write a username and a password that you can remember. Yeah, I advise you to write it maybe on a paper, on your smartphone or cell phone, or on your laptop, like an agenda or diary. Then you can keep up all the passwords or keywords or usernames using the platform, because now you can use a lot of platforms and you have to create a lot of usernames and passwords. I don't advise you to create one username and one password because you know there are some trackers that can steal some information from you. So I advise you to change the passwords and usernames. But in order to keep a record, it's important to keep a record because sometimes our memory can forget some usernames or passwords. No? So you can, at the moment, can go back or get a feedback of this information. After this, you click here on register, and that's it. And you enter with your account. When you have your account created, so you have your username, for example, this is, you can write here your username or your email, then you write your password, and enter. Yeah, that's it. This is my account. This is my account. This is my username. If you can watch here, you can see your username, no? JCat7, this is my username. So it is my account, all right? This is your account. Here, now you can change or you can create worksheets. How can you do it? Here, create. Notice here it says, create interactive worksheets. So you go here. You have here a tutorial. You have here videos too, yeah? And you enter here. If you have more information, you want more information about it, so you have here the opportunity to watch this video or some files. Yeah? So you enter. I'm gonna show you how to create these worksheets. It's easier. You just need to know some commands. That's it. For example, this is one of the worksheets that was creating. I'm gonna change here. Yeah, similar to ISL Collective, but it has more activities, more tasks. ISL Collective, I use this page a lot too, specifically for the video lessons. On ISL Collective, you can create video lessons. Yeah, let me erase this. Yeah, notice here. What is the first step? That you have to, or you need to have a worksheet, maybe on Word. But if you notice here, you are required to upload a PDF file. So you have to save your file as a PDF, not as a Word, all right? Maybe you have created your worksheet in Word, but you need to save this file as a PDF. Let's start. Remember, first you have to prepare your worksheet in Word. That's it, just in Word. Then you can save it, all right? Then you can save it as a PDF file. So do you know how to save a Word file as a PDF file? Yeah.
Yes, I know, teacher.
Oh, okay, you know. So here I'm gonna show you, maybe some of you don't know. I'm gonna change my screen. Oh, where is my word? Where is my word? Just give me a second. And here I'm gonna give you this link because here you have a brief explanation how to create each activity on this platform, this website. Oh, just give me a second. Where is my word? Yeah, just give me a second. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, can you watch it?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, so this is my worksheet. This is a specific worksheet because here you have different ways how to create activities in live worksheets. So this is a Word file. I created my worksheet in a Word file, but the platform required me to upload it in a PDF file. So it's very easy. You go to File, Save As, no, Guardar como, Save As. You choose the where you're going to store it or save it. Yeah, that's it. And here, notice save as type. Word document, no. You are not going to save it as a Word document. So you want to save it as a PDF. Can you watch it? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
All right, so here you save it as a PDF.
PDF.
And that's it. You have your PDF created. Notice you have your PDF created. This is the PDF that we are going to use. Now we go back to the platform. Let's pass to the platform again. Yeah. Yeah, notice here, we have the platform, so we have to select the file. We have to select the file, and here we have the PDF. Notice this is the PDF. So we are going to use this PDF. And you have to send it. Here's a send. And that's it. Here you have your PDF, and now we are going to create the activities. For example, one of the activities that you ask to your students to do is to write, not to write the answer. So here, what time is it? So they need to write the answer, write a time of these two clocks. So what do you need to do? Here on this platform, we are going to work with the squares. Notice here my mouse is like a cross, no? Like a plus symbol, right? So you're going to create a square here. Notice? I don't know if you can watch it. Can you see it? Yes?
Yes, we can see.
Uh-huh. So notice, and you just type the answer. So for example, it's 9
9
o'clock.
o'clock.
All right, this is the answer, right? The other one, oh yeah, the other clock. Again, you press, you drag here the mouse, and you create another square. And again, you write the answer. What is the answer here? A quarter, no? It's
Quarter
a quarter
after 9.
past,
Past 10.
10. Past 10.
past 10. That's it. Yeah, notice here, this is when you ask to your students to write the answer. This is one of the activities. Let's see another one. And you can preview. You can preview here. Notice you have here the second icon. Here you have these icons. The second icon, you preview. The first icon is to edit. Notice you have here edit. The second icon, preview. The third icon, save. When you finish completing all the tasks, all the answers, you save it. Then you can erase it. Oh no, you didn't like this worksheet, you can erase it. And the other one is to update the background. No, so it's not necessary. So we are going to work with 3 first. So we are going to preview. So how your students are going to watch this worksheet. Notice preview. Okay, notice they are going to watch like this. The other ones, nothing, because we don't do anything, right? We didn't do anything. So the first one, so they are going to write. It's, no, 9 o'clock. Yeah, so they are going to write here. It's, so this is it, all right? So let's go back. Let's continue editing this worksheet. Now, the other option, notices when they are going to choose. They are going to choose some answers. So again, the square, remember, all of these activities, you are going to do it with the square. All right, so you create a square here, and now you have to write a command. Notice, what is the command? The command here, oh, I don't know what happened with this Zoom. I think it's not working well. Well, we are going to do just here. Yeah, the command is choose. If you want your students to choose not to write, notice the first activity is that they need to write. The second activity is that they are going to choose. For example, here, oh yeah, what is the time? Choose the right answer. So you have to write here, choose, semicolon. Notice, I'm going to make it bigger in order to watch it. Yeah, choose, semicolon. Yeah, choose semicolon, and then you have to write the options. For example, it's 11 o'clock. This is a distractor, all right? This is a distractor. And you write a slash. Notice here you have the slash, all right? No spaces. Remember, no spaces, all together, yeah, all together. So the first option, oh, what happened here? My Zoom is a little tricky. Yeah, all right. Yeah, here, it's 11 o'clock. This is not the answer, right? This is not the answer. This is just a distractor. Now I'm going to write the answer, but when you're going to write the answer, you have to write it first with an asterisk. So you type here the asterisk, and now you write the correct answer. It's, what is the time? 11:30, right?
Half past
Yes, it's half past 11.
11.
That's it. Notice here. Now, we are going to preview it. And we're not going to do the second because of the time. No? Yeah, preview it. Notice. Now, notice they are not going to write. Now they have a box where they have the 2 options, right? Notice here, you have here this box and you have here a triangle. So they click on the triangle and they have the opportunity to choose from these 2 options, and they choose it's 11:30. So notice the difference. In the first one, they need to write. In the second one, they are going to choose like a multiple choice, no? This is like a multiple choice. You can write here 2 or 3 distractor and 1 correct answer, all right? But the other is related to the other one. Let's continue. Let's continue editing. Now, on the third, so you have here the options. Notice you have here the options. And they are going to choose what is the correct from this. You have here 3 options for this first clock and 3 options for that second clock. All right. So again, notice you're going to create the square. Yeah, remember, all of this is with the square. All right. Square. Now, what is the command? Select. Notice, and the first one was choose. Now, select. So you select here. What is the time? it's 5 past 10, no? Or 10 past 10, sorry, it's 10 past 10. So this is not correct, no? The first option is not correct. So you need to write select, semicolon, and then you have to write yes or no. If it is the answer, yes. If it is not the answer, no. All right? The other. This is the answer, right? The second one is the answer. So you write select, semicolon, yes. And the third one is not the answer, it's another distractor. So here you have, again, select, oh, sorry, select, semicolon, no. And that's it. Let's preview it. Yeah, remember, here you have to write select, no, select, yes, select, no. You have three options. One of them is correct. So you have to create a square for each option. Notice, a square for each option, and the option that is the correct one, so you just write yes. Notice, let's preview it. Yeah, the first one is to write. The second one is to choose with here a menu. No, this is like a menu, a drop box. No, here you call this in English drop box. No, so you choose no from this alternative. The second one, the third one is similar. Now notice here how we change the view. No, now here you have the opportunity. You have to pass the cursor, the mouse here. You have the opportunity to click on them. Notice here, we don't have the opportunity to click here because we didn't do anything here. But here you have the opportunity. Oh, okay, so they click. Oh yeah, it's 10 to 10, it's 10 past 10. Yeah, this is it. And notice the color is changed. The other ones, you think they are not correct. And the second one is the correct one. Notice this is the multiple choice. Notice we have the written answer, the Dropbox answer, a multiple choice. Let's continue. Another activity that you could do here is here, tick. Similar to the next one, but you have different view, no? So they need to tick yes or tick no. This is similar to select, no? Select. But here you write, no? You write, you drop here again the square, and you write here tick, semicolon. Remember, you have to write a semicolon. Oh yeah, this is get up, no. Yeah, again, make the bed, tick, semicolon. The third one, tick, semicolon, no. Now let's preview it. Here, you have the squares. So they are going to tick. Oh yeah, maybe so, yeah. Here, notice, they tick, they check. No, they write a check. Yeah, this is the answer. Make the bet, make the bet. Another exercise. Let's continue with another one. Matching. Now they are going to match. Join with arrows. Again, what is the command? Join. And you have to write here the options. No? For example, this is the time. It's 6:45. So you have to write here join, semicolon, 1. Let's imagine that this is number 1. So you have to find the other match. So what is it's 6:45? Yeah, here. So here you write again, join, semicolon, 1. The other one, it's 9:30. Yeah, this is another join. Join, semicolon, 2. Oh, what is the matching? It's 9:30. Oh yeah, here. A square, don't forget to make the squares. And this is join, semicolon, 2. And just do this, we are going just to do this. because of the time. Let's preview it. Remember that you have the possibility to preview it. So the second icon, and notice here. Now you can see that you have a pencil, right? You put the cursor on the word and you have a pencil, and you have the possibility to drag this pencil and create a line. It's 6:45, yeah. That's it. Notice they match, eh? Here, another pencil, it 9:30. That's it. But notice in the other ones that I didn't do anything, there isn't a pencil, right? There isn't a pencil. Eh? Notice 20 to 6, nothing. It's 10 past 10, nothing. It's 11 o'clock, nothing. Because I didn't create a command. But in the other ones, I have the pencil. Eh? I have the pencil. This is matching. They're going to match. Eh? Notice they are going to match. This is another activity. Let's continue with the other one. Drag and drop. So you are going to drag some words and maybe to put it to another place. No, drag and drop to make sentences about time. So again, you have two clocks. No, you have two clocks. What is the command? You have to write drag one, drop one. Let's start. For example, the first clock number one, you have its and you have to complete, no? But here they are not going to write, they are going to drag, all right? They are going to drag the words into the sentence. So what are we gonna do? Yeah, it's, remember, what is the command? Drag, yeah, drag one. Drag one, it's, the first clock is 6:05, right? Yes, it's 6:05, right?
Yes.
Right, right.
It's 5 past.
Okay, 5. So here means that 5 is the first drag, no? Drag,
Drag.
semicolon, don't forget, drag, semicolon, 1. And here on the space that you're going to put the word, what are you going to write? Drop. Drop, oh, what happened? Yeah.
Drop.
Drop, semicolon, 1. What is the next? It's 5 pass. Okay, pass. Pass is drag,
Drag.
semicolon, 2. And drop. Drop here, drop, semicolon, 2.
2.
Pass 6, no? Pass 6, yeah. So 6 is drag 3, right? Drag, semicolon, 3.
3.
And the other space, drop, no?
Drop.
Drop, semicolon, 3. Let's preview it.
3.
Notice here. Now notice the words that I drag, you have with a square, no? But the other ones, no, because I didn't do anything with this. So with the with, so here you have past, notice, it's past. Oh no, it's 5, no? It's 5, sorry, it's 5 past 6. Eh? Notice, so they drag and drop. Eh? This is the activity, drag and dropped. So this is the way, all right? Now, we're going to watch this one, the last one, listening. Now you're going to add here some audios. Click to listen and choose. So for example, you have two clocks again, but now they are going to listen. If these clocks are right or wrong, no? That's why here you have true or false, eh? True or false. So what are you going to do? Listen. Again, the square, remember, so we are going to go to the edit. Yeah, so you write a square here, eh? Notice the square here, and you have to write listen. Listen and, oh, There you go. Yeah. Notice what appears. Can you see?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, I see.
Okay, it appears a synthesizer, voice synthesizer, ¿no? Aparece un sintetizador de voz. So you can choose the language. So the platform is going to say that time. Let's imagine US English and save it. And now you are going to write what it is going to be set. For example, it's, let's see, 3 o'clock. Let's imagine that this audio is with an incorrect time. So they need to mark false, not true, all right? So it's 3 o'clock. Yeah, that's it. But then you have to use the other technique, the other strategy, you know, the other activity. True. You use, what do we use? A ver, ¿qué utilizamos? Si quiero que marquen verdadero o falso. Select.
Listen,
Ajá,
listen.
select. This is no,
Oh, no.
because the time is incorrect, no? It's not true. What they are going to listen is not the correct time. So true is not the correct answer. So false is the correct answer. So select yes.
Select.
And that's it. Let's preview it. Yeah, notice here, when I pass the cursor here, appears an icon, right?
It's 3 o'clock.
Could you hear it?
Yeah. Yes, teacher.
It's 3 o'clock.
But I didn't say
It's 3
anything.
o'clock.
I just wrote it and the platform say it. The student must listen, oh, 3 o'clock. No, this is false because it's not 3 o'clock. So false. Notice, and you have here the select option, no? So you click on the audio, the platform say it, and you recognize, no, it's not 3 o'clock, this is false. Notice here. So here you have more activities. Also, you can create some worksheets, adding some audio, videos, so you have more. So I advise you to use it. Yeah, I advise you to use it. You have here a lot of ways to create worksheets, and they are giving online. So how can you give these worksheets to your students? I'm gonna teach you next class because the time is running out. So we don't have enough time. So next class, I'm gonna show you how can you insert these worksheets into your Google Classroom and into your Moodle Classroom. You can insert this worksheet into these two platforms, or you can give to your students to your WhatsApp, or to maybe you can created a WhatsApp group, so you can send the link because you save it. All right, you can save it, but I'm gonna teach you this next class. And next class also we are going to check some words to evaluate. You could use these activities to evaluate, but I think they are not too formal to evaluate. This is more to practice, no? To develop some activities to your students. Next class, I'm going to teach you how to insert these activities into your platforms, into your LMS, and also we are going to analyze some tools to evaluate in a formal way and as a game, no? Using these apps that maybe you have used it before, Kahoot or Quizzes or Quizlet. So we are going to analyze some of them. And also I'm gonna show you another web page that you could use in order to interact with your students. You change from a spreadsheet, you know what is a spreadsheet? It's an Excel file, no? But from Google, as I told you last class, have an office suite, no? Like similar to Microsoft, no? Google, in the Google Drive, if you have a Google Drive, you have the opportunity to create Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and so on. Forms, and this in order to evaluate, and we're going to analyze this. Yeah? Also in Moodle, you have the way to evaluate. Yeah? So you use these Excel files to create some activities too. Then I'm gonna show you, there is a page, this is called Fliplity. Yeah? This is the name of the page. Then we're going to analyze it. Okay, well, we are going to stop here. Yes, you can practice listening. There is also speaking too, so that you're required to speak to your students and you can listen and then you can send this course, all right? So, well, that's all for today. I hope you can have a lot of information about this webpage. This is one of the web pages. Notice this is just one because there are more. For example, I used to work also with EducaPlay. I don't know if you have heard about EducaPlay. EducaPlay. Have you ever heard about EducaPlay?
I'm not here,
No,
teacher.
teacher, no.
No?
No,
In
teacher.
EducaPlay, next time I'm gonna show you in a quick way how to use EducaPlay. In EducaPlay, you can create a similar to this, but not as a worksheet, as a task, as an activity online. And you can create also crosswords or word search or matching. So you have more activities too. This is another EducaPlay. There is another one that is Excel Learning. So I'm gonna show you some links, in order to watch maybe some videos related to these tools, all right? Well, so they are gonna kill me. That time is over. All right, so that's all for today. See you next session. Take care a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher. Very
Take care,
interesting
everyone.
class.
Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, the next
Have a
week.
good
Have a
day.
nice time.
See you next class,
My
teacher.
classmate.
Bye-bye. See you. Take care a lot.
Bye bye.
See you,
Teacher. See you and take care too.